Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Been a few, maybe a month or something since I've been on here. But I've officially reached my sanity level of of not making a video and not going outside and touching grass. Woo, man. Actually, it's been about 3 weeks since I've gotten out, kind of either went for a nice long drive or got up into the mountains, did some off-roading, whatever. But wow, man, I can officially tell you that it's not good for you to not get outside, because normally I'm pretty active, but weather's changing a little bit here right now. It's like that kind of transition from summer to more of a fall feel up here in the mountains. And I've just been a little bit lazy, to be honest with you guys. I guess starting Minecraft up again, and now I'm playing the new Planet Crafter world. Man, you can lose some days in those games. But I'm in my happy place, which is my 1997 80 Series Land Cruiser, going for a nice long drive. I'm going a little bit different areas. I'm out here in these kind of rolling hills. I don't know if I'd call them rolling hills, but I'm out here in the mountains. This is between Phoenix and Prescott area. Just driving around. I'm staying out of my local kind of areas because allegedly tomorrow Trump is coming up here to do like a speech or something at the Toyota Center, which is our like hockey rink, our indoor arena down in town. And I'm sure it's going to be crazy. I say last year, in 2020, when that election was going on, he made multiple trips up here. And what he does is, I guess he flies into wherever, Phoenix or military base, whatever down there, and they fly helicopters up here. And they have like, well, at the time they had military escort. I doubt it'll be the same now, but he was the president at that time, right? So you had like Air Force One or whatever, Marine One. It's Marine One is the heli. And they flew right over my house. It was awesome. But it happened a lot last year. And the weird thing to me is, for any candidate to hit a small area, a small town like around where I live, is, I think it's pretty cool, you know, but I don't know how much, I don't know what to say about it. I think it's cool that you take the time to do that, but there's not a lot of people that live up here. And they're all pretty much Trump people. The weird thing about like election year is when people put signs out in their yard. I don't put any signs in my yard for anything, right? I just don't do that. I don't put stickers on my cars saying Sig Sauer or, you know, Smith & Wesson. It's like, come rob my car, I've got guns. I don't announce my beliefs or anything to anybody via signs or stickers. But other people on my street do put signs out, and I'm surrounded by people that I didn't realize, and it's to my, you know, my stupidity. Now that I think about like how they are and all that stuff, I can identify like what political party they reside with. And then like the crazy old dudes on the street, obviously they're gonna have their Trump signs out. But I'm kind of bracketed on both sides. And surprising, some of the people that put signs out, I'm like, oh, okay, it's interesting. You know, you learn their political affiliations. But what I was getting at was that Trump's gonna be coming up to town here, Prescott Valley, to the Toyota Center, the Findlay Toyota Center, I guess. I was told that, tomorrow. So I'm staying away from there. I'm heading south into the high desert, basically just getting some road miles out, relaxing. No cooking, no nothing today. What I really wanted to do, I've definitely neglected the old 1986 60 series. I haven't started it or anything, all summer, and man, I don't know how, maybe this whole year. I think maybe the last time I drove it might have been late last year. I'm not 100% sure. I remember driving it in the snow and it just sliding backward down the hill. That was probably the last time I drove it. That might have been last year. So I might tag that onto to part of this video. Go when I get home, go out there and see if it starts. I do disconnect the battery on it, and that's old school on there. There's not, the only computer on there is the one that I put on. It's for the fuel injection, and it's got a lockout relay so it doesn't pull power. So the battery should be fine. Like I said, I dropped the ground off it anyway. We'll see how that goes. But the exciting thing, I guess the good news I can pass on to y'all is that winter time is my time. That's when I go out definitely every weekend, because the weather is great. There's no bugs, there's no people to bug me. And we're quickly approaching that here in the high mountains of northern Arizona. I love it. I love it. Everything's running good. This is running good. The Lexus, you know, the GX 470 is running good. Those are my two primary cars. Jeep is, I still have the Jeep. I haven't tried to sell it or anything after, you know, the economy right now is really bad. I don't know if there's going to be too many people wanting to spend a lot of money on kind of a you know, a modded up Jeep. So that's still sitting in there. I guess in the back of my mind, I'm still not 100% sure if I want to get rid of it. But honestly, it's been playing on my mind a little bit to sell the 60 and the Jeep, just to minimize, you know, when you're not driving, the summertime's the worst. When I'm not using my stuff and getting out and just having fun, having all this stuff sitting around, look, it's all paid for, but I do pay insurance on them, and that adds up, you know, across multiple vehicles. So yeah, I don't know, I'm up in the air about it. I made about 100-mile or so, 75, 100-mile loop back around from Phoenix back up here. I've officially hit the dirt, which is awesome. It's so good to be back out here. Man, I love it. A lot of people on the road. I actually got on the 17 north to come back up. It was just quicker than the side roads. A lot of traffic coming up the hill, but it is Saturday, so it's a lot more active. Cool. The other cool thing about winter time up here is less people come up here from Phoenix, like to escape the heat. So that's pretty cool too. Fridays are crazy up here because everyone is, well, there's a lot of people piling up from Phoenix to get up into the cooler areas, which I understand, you know, but I don't know if they have friends up here, if they live up here, if they have hotel. I don't know how so many people do it, but a lot of people do. Look at this area. This is one of the areas I see a lot of golden eagles up here. A lot of them just soaring. They just soaring around. It's pretty cool to see those things in real life. Now, we do have bald eagles up here, but I think the only ones I've ever seen are further north, up in the Ponderosa pine forest up there by Williams. I've seen a few. There was one very popular nest that was there for years. You could always see bald eagles around. It was kind of by the Arizona place up there. Oh, and yeah, it's pretty cool. But down here we get the golden eagles more. I'm sure we could have an occasional bald eagle, but mostly golden eagles. Just enormous. You don't realize how big those birds are until you see them in real life.